Previously on the Right Life, we finally completed all the repairs to our Airstream.
I tell you, that was a little bit more difficult than I expected.
We removed the old flooring, stopped the water leak, and fixed the damaged floor. These weren't easy repairs, but we still have one big task left.
I think we're on the downhill side now, and all we got to do is finish installing the rest of that furniture. But first, we got to put some new flooring in there. So we'll try to get that taken care of in the next week or so.
So follow along as we tackle another project and once again put our DIY skills to the test.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Rick here. It's another beautiful day here in South Carolina. I got another day, another project working on the Airstream. Today we're going to be installing some flooring in the Airstream. So if you've been following along with our channel, you probably know several months ago we had a leak in the Airstream that caused some damage to the floor, and I had to pull up the old linoleum. I've got all that repaired. We also recently just had some front end work done on the Airstream, and then last week I installed some brakes. So finally getting around to putting some flooring into the Airstream before our upcoming fall trip. Now, I just want to let you know, this isn't a how-to video. This is a little bit of on-the-job training for me. So, you know, anything that you see here and everything, just take it with a grain of salt. You know, worst case scenario, I spend a little bit of time and effort, you know, and some material on some flooring. If we don't like it, we'll just rip it out and then have someone else do it for us, you know, at a later date. But I think it'll be a pretty good project for us to get after. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Got to remove a little bit of the furniture out of the Airstream, get it all prepped, and then start taking the flooring in there and start getting it laid down. So go ahead and stick around. All right, so we got all the furniture taken out, all the cushions, got all the flooring taken in. So now I'm just gonna go in there, go ahead and vacuum up the floor so we can go ahead and lay the vinyl plank flooring down. So now that everything's all kind of cleaned up and prepped, I'm going to go ahead and start laying down my first run of flooring lengthwise down the hallway here. This is really going to be the run that's really going to set the tone for the rest of the flooring going down. If I get this right, then everything else should go pretty smoothly. I had to do a little bit of math, make sure that I had the right lengths and widths in place, and I definitely don't like doing math, so hopefully all of my calculations come out right and everything. But we'll go ahead and start getting this flooring laid down and kind of see how it comes out. All right, so far everything seems to be going pretty well. Had to, you know, do some additional calculations, a little extra cutting on some of these rounded corners and other little areas that jet out from the cabinets and so forth, but nothing that I haven't been able to handle. Trying to keep about 1/4 of an inch gap around the entire perimeter to allow for any type of expansion and contraction, and then we'll go back with some trim and cover up those 1/4 inch gaps around the outside edges. So far everything's looking pretty good. As you can see here behind me, got a good chunk of the flooring down. The difficult part's going to be this area over here along the kitchen and the bathroom. That's where there's going to be a lot more intricate cuts and everything, whereas the hallway and the living area is just much more just clicking in the flooring, you know, the whole planks and everything, so not too many cuts have to worry about. So we'll go ahead and continue on.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Wow, it's really good.
You like it?
I do. It looks great.
Yeah, it's we're kind of in the slow go area now.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah, having to make all of the kind of intricate cuts and everything, but of course this isn't finished yet. You know, once we get the trim in and get the furniture and everything in, you know, it'll look more finished and everything. But we're getting there. Depending on how much time it takes to do these other cuts and everything, you know, I might get it all laid down today and then another day or so of trim work. But like I said, we're no rush. All right, well, so break time's over. Glad Lisa's happy with how everything's coming. But yeah, we'll go ahead and keep on working and hopefully have all of the flooring down today. And then hopefully then tomorrow or the next day can start putting down the trim and getting everything all put back together. All right, so we got all the flooring laid down through the main part of the Airstream. It's on to the bathroom now. This is the area that I've kind of been dreading the most. That's just because it's such a small space, a lot of little intricate cuts and everything. But yeah, I think just take my time and I think we'll get it done here in an hour or so. But yeah, everything's going well. Why does it always seem like the last piece is the hardest one to get in? But yep, that's the last piece of the flooring. So we're done putting down the flooring. All right, guys, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. We got all the flooring put in, like I said earlier. Now the next project is gonna be putting the trim on, but we'll get after that here in the next day or so. But it's looking pretty good. I think that looks pretty good back there. I'm really happy with the colors and the layout and everything, and I think Lisa's happy with it as well. So we'll see you tomorrow or whenever we start working on the trim. So. Hey guys, welcome back. It's day 3, 4, or 5. I don't even remember on the floor installation. We ran into town, picked up some molding and everything, and we're gonna start installing some of the molding, you know, around the perimeter of the trailer. And then got my helper out here. As I cut some of the molding, she's got to do some touch-up stain on it so it matches the wood on the interior of the Airstream and everything. But it's just a slow process, just taking your time, measure, you know, what they say, measure twice, cut once. Cut once, yeah. Yeah, I have to honestly say, I only messed up one piece of the vinyl plank flooring that I had to recut. And that was on one of the curves going around the sink in the kitchen. So I was pretty happy with that. I didn't think I did too bad. But yeah, so we're going to be in here just cutting some trim and getting that installed. And hopefully in the next day or so, we'll have it all completed and everything. But it helps having a helper. So it's time to get to work.
Let's get to work.
All right, so piece number 1, only got about 182 more cuts to make and pieces of molding to install, but it's going well. Well, it looks like the rain's putting a stop to our work today.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we were cutting trim and installing it, but with all the rain and everything, even though we got overhead cover, it's just too dangerous with the lightning and electrical equipment and everything. So we're gonna stop for today and we'll finish it up either tomorrow or the next day. You gonna make a run for it?
Well, I gotta get my tea. Can't go anywhere without my tea. All right.
Go do it. The girl won't go anywhere without her iced tea. I don't care if it's a monsoon or whatever. She won't go anywhere without her iced tea. Hey guys, good morning. Looks like it's another beautiful day. Got the rain all cleared out and everything. It's going to be another hot one though. It's supposed to be up in the 90s. Hopefully we go ahead and finish up this project, get all of the remaining trim installed, and wrap this up and everything. So I just got to go ahead and drag out some of my tools and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we got to one of the more complicated cuts here on the floor install right here on the edge of the shower. You know, you can see it's a rounded corner. It's not a 90-degree corner. So it's time to do a little bit of math, which is definitely not my strong suit. But that's the only way we're going to be able to make the appropriate cuts to make it around this angle and make the finished trim look nice.
How's it coming?
I think it's coming pretty good. What do you think?
Wow, it looks done to me.
Well, I think we pretty much got everything done. We need to get done here. Got all the trim done and everything. You like it?
I like it a lot. It looks great.
So do you like the color and everything?
I do. I like the color a lot. It looks really good.
Yeah, I think it really matches the darker woods as well. We wanted some darker tones in the flooring, but we also didn't want to go with really dark flooring because it would make everything look really small and dark. So it's a lighter color wood with some dark tones in there, which I think really highlight the darker woods and everything. But yeah, this was definitely a project for sure. I had to put to test some of my math skills, which trying to do some of these cuts and everything was a bit challenging, but got it done and everything, and I'm really pleased with how it came out. I promise everybody, I'm not trying to turn this into an Airstream maintenance repair channel. That is far from what I want to be doing. It just happened to be, you know, over the last several months since we had the water leak, which then caused the floor damage, as well as then getting the front end repaired here recently, then having to do the brakes, and now doing the flooring. We really want to get out on the road and start traveling.
We do.
It's not our objective to sit here and do all kinds of repairs on our Airstream, but we are glad that we've got it taken care of, and we do have some bigger trips coming up this fall. We're planning on heading up into Michigan and other areas up in the greater Midwest, and then down to the International Rally. So if you're in the International Rally, hopefully we'll see you. And if you see us, make sure you stop by and say hello. If we don't see you at the International Rally, maybe we'll see you at the Illumina event as well, or just somewhere down the road when we're traveling. But guys, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Really appreciate everybody following along, all your comments, your support to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave those in the comment section below. If you haven't already done so, consider subscribing to our channel. We'd love to have you follow along. Also, give us a thumbs up. It really helps us out with the algorithm. It lets YouTube know that this is some content that people might appreciate and enjoy watching. And like I said, if we don't hear from you, hopefully we'll see you down the road.
See you down the road.